What's up, everybody? You are watching a clip from the latest episode of Case Closed, airing every Sunday at 4 p.m. EST on either Ike Ogiamian or Dr. Thunder's channel. Let's go.
So what do you have to say about that? That, Manosphere is interested in community, it's interested in all these other things, but really there's no change that's going to be made without you actually going out there and, getting actual power. And we know how that happens, but maybe we're not up to it. What do you have to say about this, Bernard?
Well, yes, black men do need to do more politically organizing to get power. However, however, I do think media platforms matter. I think media matters. I always reference Steven Crowder, who does something really simple called Change My Mind, where he sits out there at a college campus and just says something like, there's only two genders, change my mind. Something simple like that. Okay. Is he changing the mind of the person that he's talking to? No, of course not. Is he changing the mind of the people yelling, screaming in the crowd? No. But here's the deal. 1 million people saw it. So if we're going to say on one breath that, propaganda works, that people are dumb and they're easily manipulated, and the media can sway how people think, how they feel, how they act, and change their thoughts, views, perspectives over time. But when we do it, it's a waste of time. No, I mean, that's like saying everybody else's propaganda works except for ours. So no, I can't go down that route. I can't go down that route. So when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
these streams, because the question as it was sent in the email was, did the Manosphere help bring about the overturning of Roe v. Wade? Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
do think that the Manosphere is small and it's in a corner, but hey, Kevin Samuels helped make it get bigger. He got other people who may not touch the Manosphere directly, but everybody in the world has heard a lot of the ideas, points, views, perspectives from it. And when you got the mind and the attention of everybody, it's hard for me to believe that you're not at least bare minimum stirring the pot of the culture. And what I mean by that is, let's just say if at one point 53% of everybody was pro-choice. I mean, no, well, pro-life, well, whatever. Now, let's just say 53% of everybody was pro-choice at one point. Okay, let's go with that. People started banging the drum, started putting it out there in the media platforms, getting it out there, stirring the pot of the culture, starting these discussions, and then yes, their ideas, their propaganda starts inceptioning the minds of people, because we agree that people are easily influenced. So the people who have the biggest media platforms, those are the ones who influence and stir the pot. So those pot stirrers, if they could just sway the minds of people just a little bit to where that 53% dropped to 47%, dropped to 48%. That makes politicians say, maybe I don't want to die on this hill if now a minority, a large minority, but a minority of this country is for this thing. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in that sense,
Yeah.
where I was going to land the plane is on something that BGS actually talked about, where he did something where he showed that it was an article or something that he presented, where I think 20 states was considering 50-50 custody, and I think he was posing a similar question. Has the manosphere had an effect? And I know it's the
Mm-hmm.
easy answer to just say no, no, hell no, ain't nobody listening to us. But the fact of the matter is, I look at it like this. I'll use another conservative example. I don't think without conservative talk radio, I don't think without Rush Limbaugh and all those other people, I don't think Republicans would win as many elections as they have won. People using their
Mm-hmm.
voice to influence people is a huge part of the democratic process. Again, are we going to seriously say that everybody's propaganda works except for manosphere propaganda? Those 20 states that was considering 50-50 custody at birth, you know, 1 week with the dad, 1 week with the mom, those states that were considering that, yeah, I think
Okay.
men speaking up, making their voices heard, has something to do with that. I do.
Yeah, but
They're
the
seeing
the,
they're
the
seeing.
aim. I'm sorry. Let me respond to you, Bernard. The aim of
Go
the
ahead.
propaganda. Okay, yeah, propaganda does work, but it's working for who's supposed to work for. The manosphere is putting the message, and black men believe this. But the aim has been for the past 2, 3+ years was been towards women. I'm telling you, the message propaganda is not going to work for women. That's who the goal has been, to change females, to change the behavior, to for the community. That reach is not going to happen like that. That's why we got to get out into the real world. Like, people actually, it's gotten worse. You know what I mean? Like, it's gotten worse out here. So yeah, if you want to talk to the men, then yeah, it's going to work for the men. But a female gonna come listen to this, which is from, I can pull up many streams of who you got to try to convince. They're not going to change listening to that. It's not going to work for them.
When have the Manosphere not been talking? Can we cuss on Case Closed? By the way,
yeah, you say what you got to say, man.
Okay, when have the Manosphere not been talking shit about women? I think it came through the door doing that.
To women. I'm talking about trying to tell them, hey, you shouldn't be. No. Listen. Trying to tell them, hey, you should not be having sex with this guy when you're young, because you're going to get pregnant by him and he's going to ruin your life. That type of stuff. These females are not listening to that. That's what I'm talking about. Trying to tell them who to smash, how to live their life. That's not going to work for them.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would also say to. Oh no, go ahead, Bernard, because I was gonna add on to what you were saying.
Yeah. Rather you're talking about them, explaining why you should pump and dump them. Rather you're talking to them, explaining them why everything went wrong in their life. Rather you're doing a reaction video to them. Either way it go, we talking to, about, or ostensively in some way, shape, or form about hoes. And men are getting that knowledge, that game, that insight, either way it go. So it's almost like it's criticizing, I do it this way, he do it that way. Forget how he do it. The way I'm doing it is right. I'm sorry. It comes on. That sounds like a marketing campaign to me. Everybody's talking about women in one way or another.
Well, I would say to Bernard.
Let me get that real quick. Everything is marketed, but I'm saying, like, there is a difference. Okay, when you're trying to tell, you're telling me the goal is not to change women. That's what you're telling me.
That's one of the goals.
Okay,
I can't front on that. I can't front on that. But here's the thing.
That's what I'm talking about. That propaganda for them is not going to work. Okay.
Real quick. Okay, I go back to the Steven Crowder example. He posted up at a college campus. He's doing doing his show, Change My Mind. Some feminists with purple hair sit down and talk to him. He's not going to change her. But refuting, debunking, and dismantling the shit out of all of her propaganda with his propaganda makes people say, and makes people think differently. It makes less people be fucking feminists. So to say that he's wasting his time and not doing that because he ain't gonna change the purple hair chick, that's real short-sighted to me. I'm sorry, it just is.
He's not wasting his time. He's getting paid. No, because his goal is to get. That's the thing.
We get paid. We all get paid.
Yes, I understand that. So, but he's not wasting his time though, because you're saying that he's getting rid of feminism. Steven Crowder making people less feminists out here. That's what you're saying. You just said.
Okay, I think I figured out.
Hold on. You don't think it's men who are listening, who are sympathetic towards liberal feminist ideals, and they hear a man refute and debunk the hell out of their shit, and they say, yeah, I'm kind of a bitch over here following these women. I need to side over here with the men. You don't think that adds up into votes? You don't think that adds up? Well, I mean, you're talking about you can't convince them. You need political power. I mean, okay, all right, you change people's mind, they vote different, and then the country will move in a direction to where, okay, something like abortion, even though you don't give a damn about it, abortion will be less legal. So to say that people don't have influence,
I agree.
Again, you're saying, hold on, real quick. My last point. You're saying everybody's propaganda works except for black men's. That's what you're saying.
No. I just said for black men it will work, right? I just said that, but I said when you try to convince a woman, when you said that it's one of the goals, I'm saying that's not going to work. That's why you have to go back to the man. If you talk to the purple hair chick and the man sees it, okay, maybe. But the female, what you said is one of the goals to change the female. I guarantee you, females are not going to change from being feminists from watching Steven Crowder curse out a purple hair chick, or even watching anybody else curse him out on the screen, because they got their own interests. They're incentivized to do what they want to do by tangible reasons. They get tangibles for behaving like they behave. So I'm saying you're competing with media versus tangibles. Tangibles are going to always win.
Some tangible shit is happening.
Okay.
Some tangible anti-feminist shit is happening. I just want to say that. That's what we talking about
real
here.
Quick.
If you want to watch the rest of that conversation, go over to Dr. Thunder's channel and catch the latest episode of Case Closed. We do that every Sunday at 4 p.m. EST, and we do it on either Dr. Thunder or Ike Gogiamian's channel. Check it out.